Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I realized today that there's a new moon coming up in a few days. And I don't typically do meditations for every new moon, but this one felt a little bit different because I was just having a conversation with one of my clients inside of my membership space, and we're talking about uncertainty. We're talking about that space where you know that who you currently are isn't working for you and you're trying to make some changes, but who you're becoming hasn't fully landed. There's this messy middle space that can feel really confusing. And so what was really interesting to me about this new moon is the energy behind it spoke to that space and spoke to that uncertainty. And if you're new here, I am Jackie Faber. Welcome to my channel. I help people navigate this messy middle of identity shifts. It's the space where your nervous system and your energy and your body are recalibrating to who you're becoming. So I find that there's so many new moon meditations, full moon meditations, new moon meditations that all sound the same. They talk about setting intentions and visualizing the future and calling something in. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that is not what this meditation is going to be about. This isn't about directing your mind. It's not about trying to figure out what comes next. It's about energy transmission. It's about anchoring a frequency into the body so that your system can recognize it and return to it. And the reason I'm choosing to do this now under a new moon is because the new moon doesn't offer clarity. It offers darkness. There's nothing to see yet. There's no reflection. There's no evidence. And for a lot of us, that is incredibly uncomfortable because we've been conditioned to move when we can see the path, when there's feedback and reassurance and momentum. But the new moon highlights something completely different. It highlights the space before form, the moment before movement, the pause before the body decides. And since this new moon falls in Sagittarius, I want to name that, not to analyze it, but to feel into the energy about it. Sagittarius isn't about the future you're chasing. It's about the truth that you're willing to stand inside. It governs our beliefs, our meaning making, the internal orientation that tells you this way, even when there's no map. And in the dark, when there's nothing to react to, there's no feedback, no reflection, no reassurance, what's left is your inner compass. So this new moon isn't asking you what you want to create. It's asking, what do you believe about yourself, about your timing, about your direction? Not as a thought, but as a felt truth. That's why we're not rushing clarity here, because Sagittarius energy doesn't move from pressure. It moves from alignment, from honesty, from resonance, from the body saying, yes, this is the way. And when that settles, when action becomes obvious, rest becomes obvious. Movement happens without force. So this phase of the moon asks you to be present without reaching, to listen without trying to name the answer, and to stay with yourself, even when the future isn't visible. So what I'm taking from this new moon and what I want to offer you here is the understanding that this space isn't empty. It's informational. It's where your nervous system recalibrates, where urgency softens, and where truth can land before the mind interferes. When you are present here, when you're really, really present in this space, your body tells you precisely when to rest, when to act, when to wait, and when to move. You do not need to force answers in the dark. You do not need to decide anything right now. You don't even need to make this mean something. The new moon isn't asking you to manifest, it's asking you to be with what hasn't formed yet. So as we move into this activation, let go of the pressure to get something out of it. Let go of the need to know. Your only role is to be here. It's to let the body listen. It's to allow whatever wants to settle. And the light will return on its own. So now, we're just going to arrive. If it feels safe to do so, you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. There is absolutely nothing that you need to visualize. There is nowhere that you need to go. I just want you to notice the surface beneath you and the way your body is being held right now. Let your attention drop down into the body, not to change a single thing, just to notice. Feel the weight of your hips, the support under your legs, that little place where your back meets whatever is behind you. You do not need to hold yourself up here. Let gravity do some of the work. And if it feels natural, allow a slow breath in and an even slower breath out. With each inhale, imagine the body becoming a little heavier. Not stuck, just settled. The back of the body can soften. The jaw can release. The shoulders don't need to brace. In this space, there is no performance. There is no right way to be. Even restlessness is welcome. If you notice the mind reaching ahead, planning, anticipating, wondering what's next, that's okay. You don't need to stop it. Just let your attention keep returning to the sensation of being supported. Feel your feet, even if they're not touching the ground. Sense their presence. Feel the steady contact points, the places where the body meets the earth, or the chair, or the floor. This is how we enter the dark, not by effort, but by allowing ourselves to be held. The darker it gets, the safer the body can be. There's nothing you need to figure out yet. There's nothing you need to decide. Just stay with the sensation of being here, of being supported, of not needing to move. From this place, listening becomes possible. We're not going anywhere. Just notice the quality of the space that you're in now. Notice if there's an urge to move forward, to get something from this, or to arrive somewhere else. That impulse makes perfect sense. You don't need to judge it or change it. Just notice it. And then see if you can let yourself stay right here in the moment before the answer. This is the void. It's not empty. It's just undefined. Nothing has been decided yet, and nothing needs to be. Let your awareness drift to the center of your body, that space around your belly, the place where instinct lives. You don't need to ask a question. You don't need to look for insight. Just notice what feels quiet here. What feels neutral? What feels steady? If the mind starts searching for meaning or clarity or direction, just let it know that there's nothing it needs to solve right now. And let your attention widen instead of reach. So include the chest, the throat, the back of the body. This is presence without pressure. So in this space, truth doesn't announce itself, it settles. Let yourself stay long enough for urgency to soften, for effort to fall away. You're not waiting for something to happen here. You're allowing what's already here to be felt. And this is the space where your inner compass recalibrates, not through thought, but through resonance. And when the body is ready, something subtle will begin to organize itself. Not as a plan, not as an answer, but as a knowing. It doesn't even need to be named. Just let it be sensed. Stay here in this moment. As you remain here, notice what the body is doing on its own. So you might sense a subtle shift, a settling, a soft internal yes. This isn't something you need to create. It's something that reveals itself when there is no pressure to decide. in this space, before the momentum, before action, before proof, there is an identity that feels lighter to inhabit. It's not because it's exciting, but because it's honest. Let yourself sense into that now. Who are you when nothing is demanded of you? When you don't need to perform, explain, or prepare? And notice how the body responds to that question. Not with words, but with sensation. There may be a feeling of ease, or steadiness, or quiet confidence, or simply less tension. Whatever shows up is enough. This is the choice before evidence, the moment where truth is felt before the world reflects it back. Let the body take a breath from this place. You don't need to commit to anything. You're not promising change. You're simply allowing this state to be familiar. Let the nervous system register it like a new baseline. This is how identity shifts. Not through force, but through recognition. Notice how urgency feels now. Notice how time feels. From this place, action will come when it's correct. Rest will come when it's needed. You don't have to chase alignment. You are already standing inside of it. Stay here for a few more breaths and let the body memorize this. And now, there's nothing more to do. Just notice the quality of your presence, how it feels to be here without reaching. Notice what is softened. Notice what no longer needs your attention. The state doesn't need to be held onto. It doesn't disappear when you move. It lives in the body, available whenever you return to yourself. And from this place, timing becomes clearer. You'll know when to act, not because you've decided, but because movement will feel natural. You'll know when to rest because the body will ask. This is how the new moon works. It doesn't rush into light. It allows form to emerge slowly. You don't need to check for signs. You don't need to look for proof. Alignment doesn't announce itself. It feels steady. And let this be enough for now. If it feels good, you can take a slow breath in and an even slower breath out. Gently begin to notice the room around you, the temperature of the air, the sounds nearby. You can keep your eyes closed or open them softly when you're ready. And as you move back into your day, you don't need to carry this consciously. Your body already knows. the way back. And when uncertainty returns, as it always does, remember, the dark is not empty. It's where your truth organizes itself. You can return here anytime. If this activation landed in your body today, imagine what it's like to have a space where you can return to this frequency regularly, a space where you don't have to figure it out alone, and where your nervous system and your identity and your energy are guided to expand in alignment with who you truly are. This is exactly what we do inside of the Finding Authenticity membership. So inside the free space, you find tools for nervous system regulation, educational content on trauma and energy, and reflections that help you start tuning into your body's wisdom. Inside the inner circle, we go deeper with weekly reflections and core workshops that teach you how to anchor in self-trust and sovereignty and boundaries and presence. This is where the energy of activations like today transforms into embodied shifts in your daily life. And then the Healing and Alignment Hub is my full access container. You have access to all of my courses and workshops and weekly coaching sessions, guided practices to help you through identity work and chakra embodiment, emotional integration, and energetic expansion. Here, the transformation isn't just a moment on a meditation. It is a lived, repeated experience that rewires the body and aligns the soul. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to chase clarity. You just need a container where your nervous system and your energy and your identity are supported every step of the way. So I hope you enjoy this meditation. Let the frequency of this new moon continue to settle in and let the work unfold naturally inside of you. Thank you for being here, and namaste.